The DCU has recently announced a live-action Teen Titans movie, so let's talk about it. What's up guys, welcome back to Superhero Legacy. My name is Liam and in today's video I'm going to be discussing some of my thoughts regarding the upcoming Teen Titans film. I'm also going to use this video to talk about why I love this team in the first place and why I think it's a good idea to integrate them into the DCU, so without further ado, let's get into it. So a couple weeks ago it was announced that the DCU is developing a live action Teen Titans movie and I couldn't be any more hyped for it. In fact, I'd say that this is toward the very top of my most anticipated projects list of the DCU. I think it'll be a massive success because of their growing popularity and their extensive fan base created by the comics and the cartoons. I know this team is very special to a lot of people out there and it's about time they make their live action debut on the big screen. James Gunn continues to expand this franchise by giving us characters and projects that all have their own unique styles and their own distinguishable identities. With the introduction of the Teen Titans, a new corner of the DC universe will be explored. A team of young heroes offers lighthearted energy, wholesome interactions, youthful dynamics, innocent romance, and unique perspectives on heroism that will be carried out by relatable characters. The Teen Titans have an irresistible charm to them and they can tackle conflicts regarding legacy that are important to consider in a world of superheroes. What makes the Teen Titans so interesting is that they are a group of adolescent kids who admire superheroes and want nothing more than to follow in their footsteps. They look up to these great figures and icons, but it subsequently causes problems for them because they ultimately struggle to live up to the older generation of heroes and are challenged when it comes to carving their own path. In a way, some of the themes surrounding the Teen Titans are more interesting than the themes belonging to more experienced and adult heroes because the Titans are forced to find their purpose, their values, and their identities from such a young age. Furthermore, they'll have to learn to understand that fighting crime and being a superhero is a lot harder and more complex than they realized. They'll be exposed to greater and more nuanced conflicts, deeper and less obvious issues embedded in reality, and harsher and more unforgiving lessons of heroism that will challenge their premature notions of the world. Most importantly, they'll be required to understand that being a part of the superhero community requires sacrifice. It requires the acceptance that sometimes tragedy strikes and they'll have to learn how to cope with that. As you can see, there's tremendous potential for this team. These are characters who will dictate the future and will guide the next generation of superheroes, which is why they are incredibly important. The Teen Titans are one of my favorite groups of superheroes in the comics, and I feel as if a live action movie is a phenomenal idea that will hopefully use some of these interesting concepts. Now, one of the best things about the Teen Titans is that their young age and their innocent spirit enables the team to have a very fun dynamic and allows the interactions between the characters to have so much heart behind them. The team explores themes of values such as friendship, legacy, belonging, and purpose, and I want the live action movie to integrate these things. I want it to be high energy, youthful, and I want them to fully lean into the exaggerated drama that is so present with teenagers, but most of all, I want this project to show that the Teen Titans do not have to be geared for an audience of kids. Yes, the team is composed of kids, but the idea of having kids be exposed to life-altering situations and challenges that should be beyond what a normal kid experiences is what makes the Teen Titans so captivating. The Titans have had their fair share of very dark and mature stories in the comics. If you don't believe me, then go read the Judas Contract by Wolfman and Perez. I just want people to understand that this team doesn't have to be just for kids. Despite their name, there is plenty potential for mature messages and relatable characters for all people of age. Now I want to change gears and talk about the characters that the DCU should use. Nightwing has always been a staple of the Teen Titans and has been a pivotal member of many iterations of the team. It would make sense that Dick Grayson would be present in the DCU's Teen Titans because he's already moved on from Robin. We know that James Gunn is bringing in Damian Wayne as the current Robin, so it's safe to say that Dick will have already adopted the Nightwing identity and there's a good chance that we could see him as a Titan. However, I could see the DCU going with one of the other Robins, eventually Damian, but possibly Tim Drake. I love Tim Drake, he's a great character and he's my second favorite Robin. I would love to see him get a live action representation, and it would also open up an opportunity for Nightwing to have moved on from the Teen Titans and to have become his own independent hero of Bloodhaven. But moving on, I think the DCU should also incorporate Starfire. She's definitely one of my favorite Teen Titans because she's a character who's gone through hell but always perseveres, and her genuine kindness is really inspiring to me. Plus, I'd love to see that romantic relationship develop between her and Dick. Next up is Beast Boy. I think Beast Boy may be my favorite Teen Titan not only because I've always found his powers super cool, but also because he's so relatable. His character flaws and and the struggles he consistently deals with feel so real to me. I think he'd add a great perspective to the team with his youthful spirit, but his brokenness also carries a lot of potential. Of course, we got Raven, a fan favorite Titan and definitely deserving of it. Raven obviously shows tremendous willpower against her father Trigon, and she's a very capable sorceress, but the main reason I love her so much is because I don't think that there's a lot of highly introverted superheroes represented in comics. I'm naturally a very introverted person myself, so I can relate to her a lot. She's distant, but there's also a sense of emotional vulnerability to her that would be cool to explore. Now I gotta talk about Cyborg, because Cyborg has been a member of the Teen Titans and the Justice League, so which team do I want him in? Personally, I want to see him as a Titan. I think he works better as a Titan, and the version of the Justice League that I want to see in the DCU features the Martian Manhunter instead of Cyborg, so that works out anyway. I'd also like to see Kid Flash. I think he's cool and would be fun to see, but let me know which one, Bart or Wally. There are many other characters who have been members of the Teen Titans, such as Superboy, Wonder Girl, Donna Troy, Kid Devil, Speedy, Aqualad, Rose Wilson, Hawk, Dove, Jericho, Terra, Miss Martian, Static, Bumblebee, Blue Beetle, and many more. I'd like to see the team expand and evolve over time so that we can see new members in the spotlight, but let me know who you want to see first. There are also some very good Teen Titan villains, two of the most popular ones being Trigon and Deathstroke. I'd love to eventually see both of them, but I think the DCU should start with some other lesser known villains such as Blackfire or Killer Moth. Deathstroke and Trigon need to be handled with delicacy, and they need ample time to be fleshed out, which is why I say hold off on them for now. The last thing I want to say is that I hope we get the iconic Teen Titans tower shaped like a giant T. I know it looks funny and is probably very impractical, but you gotta have it. I think it would be cool, but let me know what you guys want to see in a live action adaptation of the tower. With all that said though, I'm going to end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed this, and peace. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Please like and subscribe for more superhero content, and share your thoughts on the upcoming Teen Titans film down in the comments below. You can check out some of my other videos right over here, but for now, thank you so much for watching and stay super.